All right, so this is something that not only did I 3D print it, I designed it myself using a tool called OpenSCAD, and it is a card box for a game we play called Anomia. I bought the master set, and it comes with 6 decks of cards, but the box that it comes in, you put the cards where they go, and you put the lid on the box, and if you even bump the box or move it or tilt it, cards go everywhere inside the box, so when you open it up, shit's just everywhere. Anyway, so I designed this box, little segmented box to hold all 6 decks. There's enough room in there to hold the decks, which are about 1 inch thick, and enough room, as was recommended by my friend Josh, to not tear off your cuticles when you reach in to grab a deck from the middle. So it holds all 6 decks, and then the lid has these little flexible pins on it that I designed into it, and those, when the lid comes down and clips in, they clip into these 2 little slots on either side. So when you got everything in there and ready to pack up, you just drop the lid on top, and there you have it. Nice little card box. Some things I would have done, or I would do differently in the future, is I would probably use fillets and round off all of these edges and corners, because they are kind of sharp and edgy. That would be a little nicer. I did print this at 0.3 millimeters, which is pretty low resolution, so you can see sort of the artifacts of the printing in here. But it took about, I want to say 6 or 7 hours of printing. So if you went down in resolution to something a little finer, it'd definitely take a lot longer to print. Also, the pins do not lock in quite as snug and tight as I would have wanted to. I think the situation is I left them a little too round, and they don't, they sort of pop into the slots, but they don't clip into the slots. So it stays on there very well. If you lift the box, the lid doesn't come off, but if you shake the box while you're holding it, it does come off. Certainly if you were jostling it around or dropped it, the lid would probably pop off and the cards would come off. So something to do a little better in the future is figure out how to get those to lock in a little tighter when the lid goes on. But that is my 6 deck Anomia card box. I did actually design this to be sort of modular or dynamic. So with a few settings in the OpenSCAD file, you can adjust the thickness, the width, and the height of the cards that you're using or whatever you're putting in here. So this could actually be repurposed into lots of other things, maybe a little jewelry box or something along those lines. Anything to hold little game pieces and whatnot. Anyway, that's my Anomia box. Enjoy.